Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut. And here's another thing about Jacob deGrom. As you know, he's a free agent. He's one of the big free agents in this offseason. Now, one of the teams that has been rumored over the last day has been the Texas Rangers. According to John Heyman of the New York Post, he put out an article, and in it said that the Rangers will pony up for Jacob deGrom. Now, the Rangers last offseason, were one of the more active teams. They brought in John Gray, Corey Seager, Marcus Semien. They spent a lot of money to basically improve themselves with 10 more wins, and they're still bad. So they need help with their pitching staff. Obviously, Texas is closer to where Jacob lives in. I guess he lives in Florida. I guess on the western side of the state. So obviously, location has been a possible issue with Jacob. There is also an article from the New York Post, which I said in a previous video about Jacob, which I did not mention, was that Zach Wheeler, the former Met and current Philly, had said that Jacob is very happy being with the Mets, and I guess very happy with ownership and the team and everything, but that he wants to be paid. Now, we know that with the owner, he's not going to not pay somebody if the Mets want somebody. But the location might be another factor if the money is the same. We'll see. I mean, Jacob is his reputation is very much that of nobody knows what he thinks all the time. He's very much into himself. You know, very few people get a chance to know how he thinks outside of his friends on the team, and even the team doesn't know sometimes what's going on. So the Rangers are trying to spend their money into contention. Now, the Rangers do have a very good farm system that they've been developing over the last few years, or specifically the last 2 years through the draft. They drafted Jack Leiter, who's the son of Al Leiter, the former Met and Yankee and Blue Jay. And this past year, in July, they drafted Kumaraka, the former Met #1 pick from last year, to be in their farm system. So this is a team that they're percolating in terms of their talent in their farm system. They're building a pitching staff in the farm system that they hope is going to translate into success on the field. But in the meanwhile, they have to spend money to put themselves in a position to start winning. Texas is a big market, as you know. They can't let the Astros run rampant on that market forever. So this is would be their way, again, to improve the team, make a big splash, and really do big things. A couple other players to keep an eye on that they might be interested in that are Mets is Brandon Nimmo and Edwin Diaz. So keep an eye on them. A lot of them are going to be talked to. A lot of Mets are not going to be here, as you know. Rumor about Taijuan Walker, he might not be here. I don't know what's going on with Chris Bassett. I would assume that Carlos Carrasco's option, the Mets will not pick that up. With his age and his injury history over the last year or two, I don't think it warrants them bringing him back. But these are the kinds of things that we'll have to look out for. We've got the World Series coming up. We're in the middle of the World Series. Hopefully we'll be done with that soon, sooner rather than later. And hopefully we'll get going. Because 5 days after the World Series, players can start to declare free agency. We'll get into the non-tenders. I believe the Mets will non-tender Dom Smith and maybe a few others too, by the way. But let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about Jacob deGrom maybe going to the Texas Rangers of all places. I had mentioned them before, but the rumor is that they will pony up, whatever that means. I guess give him more money than any other team. I don't know how you outbid the richest man in baseball, but thank you for watching this video. And, of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thank you. As the birds chirp. Now they're quiet. And I'll see you later.